What a what a chaotic day. I guess you could say, as you lay by the bay in the hay. Um, well, I guess I don't have to beat around the bush since this literally happened just a few minutes ago. Not this, but Derek Chauvin, the convicted murderer of George Floyd, has been, well, he's been convicted, or he's been charged on all counts of I think it was second degree murder. I think it was like three second degree murder, or manslaughter, third degree manslaughter, something like that. What to do? What to do? Um, I briefly heard the actual verdict, so I don't know the actual charges. You can excuse me for a little bit, and I don't want to just look it up because, well, everybody's going to be talking about this, and it's pretty wild. And I'll get into it a little bit more. So basically, what's happening? Not quite yet, Ravenous Bean, and I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that. So let's roll up our. Actually, hold on one second. Watch this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What I want to do is this. Boing. Sorry, it was a little warm. But anyway. Alright, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. And I'm probably going to get a little more heated. So it's a good thing that I took off my waffle top. Anyway, so Derek Chauvin has been charged with several counts, including second-degree manslaughter. And I'm not sure as far as like what those counts or what those charges actually carry as far as sentencing. And we'll have to wait on and see what the actual what the judge says in the end. Now, right now, Derek Chauvin is going to jail. Derek Chauvin is going to jail, and if anybody wants to correct me, like, no, he's going to prison. Yeah, eventually he will. But right now he's going to jail. He's going to sit in jail for 2 months, and basically has no bail, as far as I know, no bond. And he will sit there until his sentencing in 2 months. And when his sentencing comes up, we will know how long he will be in prison. And when he gets sentenced to prison, I think, I based off of my layman's guess, I would say he's looking at probably like 25 years before any parole is even considered. So we'll see. So that's the current situation. As far as justice being served, no. We need to hold back on that right now because there are way more cases going on. We got Jacob Blake. Breonna Taylor was not given justice. How many others? Let's see. We've got Adam Toledo, the Adam Toledo case going on that people are still defending, especially on the right. People are defending this. So we can't just we got to take this as this isn't even a battle won. This is like one okay, this is like and I don't want to say one kill. Well, as far as like a video game term, in Minecraft, this is one strike for our side that we need to keep in mind, and we need to push forward, and we need to make sure that precedent is set so that when things like this happen in the future, this is the outcome. This is the outcome, not every single time, but justice is served in so much that the families are compensated, and the individuals are I don't want to say punished, because I do believe in reformation, are punished and reformed to the fullest extent of the law, regardless of if they're a regular citizen or a police officer. Yeah, it's a bare minimum. There's a very long road ahead. We got a lot of, we as like, and I say we as like the left in general, and the people who really want a reform in policing, really want a reform in the criminal justice system, really want a reform and a bring back to peace within our country, if that even truly ever existed within communities, or at least move towards a more generally peaceful society towards each other, while having the police there to assist us with whatever equipment they might have, which should be minimal. If they're going to be the militarized police force, then let them be the militarized police force. And when shit happens, call a fucking social worker. When you need a social worker, call a psychologist or a psychiatrist when you need one of those. So we'll have to take that money from militarizing the police force and defund them in that sense, and put that money towards other programs that will actually help people, and use the police force as a last means rather than the go-to. Don't put all of the weight on the shoulders. Don't make the police be the enforcer and the social worker and the psychologist and the psychiatrist and the drug enforcement officer and the traffic cop and this and that and these a million other things. Don't make them all do that, and we won't have a lot of things like this happen. And there's a whole lot more to it, but yeah, we really do got to look towards the precedent that needs to be set, that regardless of your status as a citizen of the country, like, whether or not you're a citizen, and whether or not you're a police officer or whoever you may be, you should not be above the law. You should be held accountable for your actions. And if you go outside of your use of force, or outside of the proper actions you should take in any situation, yeah, you should be held accountable. And I'm not saying that kicking somebody's headlight in when you're drunk means you get life in prison. I'm saying that when you kick somebody's headlight in, you should be held accountable and have to pay for their headlight if you get caught. And if you murder somebody and the evidence is there, just like you kicked in the headlight, yeah, you should be held accountable for murdering somebody. So, and everybody should be held to the same standard. That's why that's why the statue of Justice has a blindfold over her face, because justice is blind. Justice doesn't see you, supposedly. But we need to actually get to that point. We need to turn that veil, that blindfold is turned pretty goddamn transparent. It's basically turned into a pair of goggles at this point. And we know what kind of goggles those could be. So let's try and change that and put that back into a blindfold for Justice. She needs it. Her eyes hurt. She's tired of looking at all the riffraff that is this fucking decrepit country. But yeah, as far as Derek Chauvin goes, there's a long road ahead. There's not a whole lot more to say on it at this point. And I don't really think doing a whole lot of speculation is very good at this point. There's really nothing else to say. I mean, he was charged, he's guilty, and he'll be in jail, and we'll see when sentencing comes along. So we'll stay posted on that, but at the same time, we also have to look at other cases. And speaking of which, I should probably do the same, or live up to what I'm saying. So I'll probably, if you guys pull in some news articles, or if I find any news articles regarding Adam Toledo or anything like that. We can follow up with those, and we can actually get the voices out there so we can see what we can make sure justice is served more than just once. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it more than once, because one is not enough, and we can't get it every time. However, we can get it the majority of the time, especially when we can get the right people held accountable, whoever that may be.